Hey guys, Zar here. Good morning to you. Hope all is well. Happy Thursday, June 6th at, 9:30. There's the opening candle on the NASDAQ. This is the Three Sisters, of course, NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow 1 minute chart. We will watch this play out for a bit, and I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, we're back. Watching the Dow, a little firmer up here, and bouncing around, of course, on the NASDAQ and S&P, right at VWAP, by the way. Actually bounced twice on bodies here on the NASDAQ, and just hanging about. I will show you that we have some very messy and sloppy price action here on the 30-minute chart. We are stuck in a range. We had 2 or 3 pieces of news here in the pre-market, and so we've wildly stretched and expanded across this range earlier here today, making these big wicks. Makes it a bit more awkward, or a lot more awkward, to see setups that include the 30-minute chart when we have that kind of wide-ranging wicky action to deal with as well. But we'll see what goes on here. Longs would be probably more attractive here right out of the gates, but we shall see. Nothing to do yet, guys. And Dow dropping down, NASDAQ kind of firm. It's one of those divergent, messy pictures again, as is often the case here on the open. Now all three dropping, sort of. Nothing to do, no reason to panic. Just watching, letting some things play out here. After all that news in the pre-market, letting things kind of assimilate this now with the regular trading session participants showing up and doing their thing, acting upon their convictions or lack of conviction. Again, that messy, directionless 30-minute chart for now. And as always, I'll cut out dead air, sideways grinding action, non-teaching moments. I'll pause it along the way when nothing's going on. Try to keep this video nice and tight. Just focus on what we need to see here. So far, nothing. Just a grind. All right, guys, NASDAQ breaking down while the other two, okay, pulling back now on the S&P. I still don't see an entry here of any kind. No setup for me. Still stuck within this 30-minute range. It's big wick rejection on news. That was from 8:30. If we break down below, it's a different ball game. We'll reassess at that point. Looks like we might be. Dow's remaining strong. Nothing for me to do. All right, guys, sell, stop, order right below this active 1 minute candle. Active, right? Stop above the high. I'll be right back. I'll fix this marker in a moment. And I'm in, guys. And I'm in. I looked away for a moment there, but there it is. I am short the NASDAQ, and I'll explain why in a moment here. Even with that divergence that you see right here, strong Dow, trying to make up for lost time, I think. But this weakening picture on the S&P is helping the bearish case here on the NASDAQ, and the fact that we've broken into a clean traffic range from yesterday. That was a very solid move, if you remember, and now looking to backfill some of that. We'll see if we can accomplish some of that here together today. All right, guys, driving down now a little bit here at the very least. Reached about 50% of target. One more little push and that will be 50%. Halfway there. What I'm going to do is immediately, given how bullish the Dow is, I'm going to show this very quickly to you. See that there, rallying way above. We're into 2.5 standard deviations and grinding pretty hard. I'm going to move my stop to break even to protect this position, and I'll put the marker back so we can maintain a clear view of what the original stop was and what we're targeting. And so dynamically managing this, guys, playing it conservatively, given the interesting week that we've had and the fact that we are near all-time highs here, and the bulls can very quickly come in and buy this dip. So this is a dynamically managed market open trade. zone reversal, all based on what you see here, guys. The daily, of course, was a bullish picture. We've now flipped bearish and bluish, blue body, of course. But in the pre-market, when we had news at 8:15, bullish reaction but failed. And then we had news at 8:30, bullish reaction, failed even lower than that. Then we had another bullish candle, failed even lower than that. And then a bullish attempt on the open here. Rally, failed, 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 failed over and over again. Even though the Dow was rallying super strong. You see that there? Pushing up higher and higher and higher. The NASDAQ could not power higher and then faltered and failed, closed below the open range. That still was not enough for me to take a short. I wanted to see it get down here into this clean traffic range, which it did way down here. See what my cursor is? Just down here. Well, you can see the entry, of course, over here as well. And then we had a little bit of pause in here, and then finally driving down. But I'm going to protect this here at break even. If I get stopped out of break even, no big deal. It's as if no trade happened. But we tossed the coin to see where we could go from there. And there it is, guys. So stopped out at break even on this trade right there. I'm going to keep this video going, as some of you have asked me to do when I dynamically manage a trade, to see if that was a resourceful decision or not. In other words, to see if it pulls all the way back to the original stop, or if it continues down and hits profit before hitting the stop. And so we will watch that play out together here. Here we go. All right, guys, an entire trading day has passed. It is now 4:20 p.m. after the close of the market. You can see we've done nothing here. So we're back to break even. I'm going to take a break even. Obviously, I already took a break even on this, and that's the end of the day. Thanks for being with me today, guys. Have an amazing night. We'll talk to you soon.